Okay, we're live.
We are
Okay.
live.
So it looks like this should be going to YouTube and to LinkedIn. Oh, it's loading. Takes a minute, I guess. I'm not sure what that means. Is that just like it's always loading? Like it's always
I
uploading?
think so because that's what it's like for podcasts too.
Okay. So I wonder if this is more yeah, this is interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna open up YouTube and I'm just gonna see what it looks like. Okay.
Does it look good?
It doesn't look terrible. we don't have any branding in the actual experience, but I actually learned that you can actually do that. I just didn't set it up because I have been distracted. So like our brand color, for example, would be like 5252. I don't know if that changed the color around the little thing. That's cute. And then we have our names at the bottom, but we could make it bold or edgy is what this is called. That's funny. Um, sure, we can stick with that. And then I was like, oh, we have someone on YouTube. It's me.
Yeah, and I just clicked on it too.
Yeah, let me double check LinkedIn to see. It says not available, which makes me wonder if you're not able to see how many people are on it.
I'm seeing it.
Yeah, same. Oh, but it's muted. Oh, that's really funny. So if I go live on LinkedIn, does it like where? And this was kind of my question too, which is like, where does live content show up in the LinkedIn ecosystem?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really see. I guess like it would have to be like in the event section. Let me just double check my profile really quick. Because I'm kind of thinking like, if I'm live, how do you know that I'm live? I guess you would have to like sign up for the notification or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, I got a notification that you're live
oh,
and I
okay.
can join. Yeah.
Okay. So under events on my profile, there is an event and it's happening now. That's cool. But it's not like a we've taken over. Um, very interesting. Okay. I'm just looking at my profile, but then also YouTube. If I go to YouTube and if I go to our channel, I do think it like on our actual channel page, it does show that we're like live, like you can watch us. Yeah. Yeah, it does pop up as like a this is happening right now. That's interesting. And then the only other thing I couldn't figure out how to make it work was um I wasn't able to make Twitter work.
Hmm.
But anyway, I digress. Is there anything else that we need to double check on how this works? I actually watched there was a very helpful Riverside video actually. It was very
Mm-hmm.
good, very well done, and it actually helped a lot with like here's how like the live streaming part works. It's easier than I thought it was. The only thing that is missing is just Twitter. Um, but I digress. So that I actually need support help with because there's something wrong with like the connection. But it's very possible that I need to have a pro account on Twitter, on
Mm.
X, which I was less enthused about, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we want to segue into Homerun?
Let's do it.
All right, I'm going to share screen. Let's see. I didn't expect this to be very long either. Like this wouldn't take very long.
Yeah.
Let me just double check. Yep. So we're over here.
There we
It'll take
go.
a little minute. Okay, cool. It's in. We're in. Okay, so I don't really have like an agenda, but there were just like a couple of things that I wanted to make sure to kind of set the stage for, which is um I kind of wanted this like every time I try a new tool, usually what I'll do is I'll record a Loom video and then what'll happen is well, one, I'll forget that I recorded it, but also two, I'll actually have thoughts, ideas, or just like things that I like about certain sites and experiences that I want to remember. Far less of like a teardown, because with teardowns, the tough, like the tricky part for me about teardowns is when you're analyzing something, unless you have the back end data of how something performs, it actually is not the most like representative judgment call that you're making about the thing. Because like you might be like, oh, I don't like this. This sucks, or I don't. This doesn't like seem like it works well. But then maybe like on the back end it actually performs extremely well and you just have no idea. And so I kind of feel like teardowns without qualitative, or excuse me, quantitative data to me is not as helpful. But I do think first impressions certainly help. And then also, there are just like design elements that I feel like really good products have that I just want to remember. And that's kind of what I was thinking of with like, I try so many new tools all the time. And there are certain products that just handle certain issues and challenges in ways that I just want to remember. So I was kind of thinking about this more like, I think I want this to be more of like a, not quite like a backlog, but just like a, this is like my library, so to speak, of things that I want to remember for other products and other teams. And I think this is one of those ways. So I'll pause there. Um, any thoughts, feedback, questions?
Yeah, no, I like
Oh,
that.
yeah. I also forgot we can turn on chat.
Oh, yeah.
Let me open up the chat. It is quiet in there. I think we only have like one viewer, but that's okay. It's probably me if
It's
I'm
you.
looking at it. Yeah, it's literally me.
It's you
Um,
or your mom.
yeah, exactly. Well, I don't know if my mom would watch me. Would my own mother even watch me talk? Probably not. Uh, but okay. So with that said, I'm just going to. There are okay. So I wish I could share my screen for Riverside, because I will say there are a lot of pop-ups happening right now on Riverside. So if I could get rid of that and get rid of this. Okay, yeah, I can still kind of see like who else is on deck. But I'd rather be able to see what y'all see, if that makes any sense. Oh, hey, Azen, how's it going?
Oh, I see that too. Hello.
Yes, we worked. Do you remember Azen? Oh gosh, I this might have been pre Kim. This might have been before Kim. You started working with me.
I think
We
so.
worked together on Veemly. That's what it was, Veemly. Um, but yeah, yeah. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're gonna jump into home run. So there are a couple of things that I would just want to go ahead and like bookmark as like I like this a lot. I think this is smart. So sometimes there are products that exist in a software category that have they have two like sub software categories, and they're kind of putting them all under one platform or under one umbrella. Home Run is very distinctly saying we have the ATS side of our product and we have the HR side of our product. And I love, love, love that they labeled this in the actual menu. Like it has, like, it just, I don't know why, but seeing this visually just made me really happy. My
Yes,
brain
and
was like,
also that they use simple language. So ATS, but then it says organize your hiring,
right.
and HR manage your team.
So when they think about, so basically what they're telling me, what they're signaling to me as the buyer is we're Home Run. This is our full platform. We have two primary like product pillars, we can say. And but they're pillars that you're already familiar with. And when we think about ATS, we think about this is about organization. When we think about the HR side, this is about team management. And I really, really, really appreciated that. So I wanted to bookmark that as like a ooh, like this is a really smart idea for products that again have like those two subcategories within software, but they're combining it under one umbrella and they're making it very clear that they do both. And I think that's really cool. Um, I so like we talk a lot about social credibility in software, or like especially like on landing pages, on marketing sites. And I also wanted to say that I really appreciated how nimble this social cred was. They have like their ratings, like their 4.7 on Capterra, but they also have this like 98.9 satisfaction. Um, I'm not sure what the 1500 plus support conversations mean. I don't know if that's like, if they're saying like, oh, this is how many support tickets we get or what have you. But the 98, I guess maybe the 98.9 is context, or the 1500 is context for the 98.9. But I did still like that a lot of like, instead of just saying we have good support, they're giving me a quantitative. I really liked that.
Mhm.
I was like, "Ooh, that's smart, 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 smart." I think too, if I had to guess, these types of platforms probably get a lot of they probably get a lot of flack for maybe like not so great support. Like if I think about like the bullhorns of the world, like the other like big ATS that we kind of were already looking at. Um which I guess I should give context for why we're looking at Homerun. But anyway, I digress. It makes me wonder if maybe other software in this category they don't have a great reputation for support, and if this is like their like humble brag of this is how many support tickets we get, um, and we've maintained like a really high satisfaction level. So I like that a lot. And then similarly, like 1,000+ teams hiring and managing with Homerun, I think that's pretty straightforward. They've got the scroll of the customers. I thought that that was, I don't know, I appreciated this style of social cred. Um, the graphic is certainly visually interesting, although because it's different parts, I'm not quite sure what is what quite yet. But just because I haven't logged in, which we are gonna do, but I just wanted to note that like I loved this differentiation of the two subcategories and the social cred. And then like as you scroll down, they kind of break it they break it down. Like this is the ATS side, this is the HR side. My only qualm, well, there might be more qualms, but when it comes to at least the site itself, my only qualm so far was actually the pricing. I don't know. I think UK based companies might struggle with this. Any company that has to I think it's GDPR that actually is like blocking certain like non-US based SaaS companies from doing this. But there should be at least price conversion. Like the fact that I'm based in the US looking at the site, it's showing me euros. And for
Mm.
me, I have to do the mental math of converting like 89 euro to US dollars. I feel like I've talked to certain SaaS founders about this, and if I recall correctly, there are some laws that prevent price differentiation, but I don't know if that prevents you from price conversion. So, like, could you just show me the converted price,
Mm.
rounded up to some dollar number that makes sense? But I do believe that some countries have laws against price differentiation where you might charge a US based customer more, but a customer in India less. I actually don't know. I feel like there are some laws about this, and I think sometimes it's a sticky point, but that is an opportunity. So I think for me, being US based, just so I don't have to do extra math, 89 per month euro, I have to convert that. So that's like my only. It's a very small pet peeve, but it's something to think about.
Yep.
And then after that, yeah, I mean, if I so for context for why we're looking at Homerun, we might use this for a client. They're about to hire a marketing manager, and if so, we really want the ATS side is kind of what I'm thinking, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
cool. Uh, interestingly enough, yeah, they've got more social cred. A very pretty website. This gives me the feeling of this is a very well designed product. Like it feels very modern. Even just like looking at these screenshots, I'm like, okay, this is gonna feel. There are products that feel like this. It's got that Notion esque type vibe. Um, this reminds me of something. It's gonna come to me, but it does feel like Notion. It just looks kind of like
That does. Yeah, the sidebar.
yeah, which I'm not mad about because that makes me feel like okay, this is probably something that I should care about. The only other thing that I wanted to mention was I love showing actual real screenshots of product. I'm a big, big, big fan. We've seen this on sites before. I'm a really big fan of like almost taking up the whole page with product.
Yeah.
And this is modified a little bit because, like, like this probably doesn't look exactly like this. But it also might. I don't know. We'll see. We're gonna
Right. Or
see.
you might be able to drag and drop in that sort of mid motion,
Yeah, exactly.
which is cool, but maybe not.
Right.
We don't know.
And also, what I appreciate about this is, they always say that like good design feels expensive while also being like very simple at the same time. And when I think about like layout wise, like this is totally copyable. Like you don't have to have a super um intense design team to accomplish this look. And I think that's also why I appreciate it. Obviously, like Home Run has some like they're spending some money clearly on like designers, which I think is great. And it definitely elevates the look. But what I appreciate about it is this is not like it's not like when Stripe overhauled their site and it just felt kind of like I don't want to say like too like totally far out there, but it this feels like a very achievable design that like any team could I don't want to say copy, but like you could lift some ideas from this, which I
Yeah.
appreciated. Um, it's not like there are SaaS sites that we have seen that they just feel like they're from outer space and not in a bad way, like in a very visually appealing way but maybe feels less um, like leverageable. This feels more approachable, I guess, design wise.
Yep. And they're just using so much space for their own product,
Right.
which is obviously helping too. And it's clear inside their product is beautiful.
Yeah.
Right.
So they're letting the product do the talking.
Helpful. Yeah.
Quite literally. All right. I just want to show the pricing page really quickly because I also it's interesting because I think that maybe this is the one page that I felt like I just had a lot of questions. So they've got 3 plans. You've got monthly and annual. Again, I I would hope that they would be able to just convert this number for me to USD based on my like server location, whatever. Um, but what I was curious about was if there were any differences between the actual like features, like if I'm on starter versus core, which I think for what we'd be looking at, whoops, I did not want to click that. My bad. With what I'd be looking at, we'd probably be looking at starter if I'm not mistaken. Is that accurate? Yeah, because we only need 1 job slot, maybe 2 like, employee seats, which would just be me and you.
Yeah.
Maybe other team members, but I just was curious. Like, it seems like they have 2 growth or value metrics, is what we'd call it. There's employee seats and the number of job slots, and then maybe no difference between features, but TBD, I guess.
Right.
Oh, and this is interesting because this is really. I think that they might be testing a landing page. The last time I looked at this page. Oh, okay. I want to see if I can replicate this because this actually looks different from what I saw last time. So, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. How do you open up a new incognito tab? I thought it was Command Shift N. Yes. Okay. You won't be able to see this, but I think that they might be running a test on their pricing page. When I looked at it last time, they had a lot more stuff like on the actual page. Maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, when I search, that's the page I get.
Did you get the same page? Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. Well, we can sign in. We can actually log in. So we start a trial. Where do you want to start? We want the ATS. Yeah. Oh, that's right. So the HR side is you like if you want the HR side, you got to book a demo, but we don't want that. We want the ATS. And I mean, this is nice. It's a little simple. Like this is just like a simple like rotating wheel for.
It's rotating automatically, or did you click on it?
It's rotating automatically. I'm not. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. And then it might be easier to sign up with Google, actually. That was very painless. Do I have to enter in my phone number? Let's see if I can get by. And yeah, I'll subscribe to the Art of Work. That sounds cool.
I wonder if that's their mascot there. Is that a dog?
That is a dog.
That's the most, that feels out of place to me.
Yeah, it does.
Its eyes move with your cursor.
It follows me. Okay, now I'm a fan.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious. Yeah. That's really funny. I just noticed that my layout changed over here. Let me see if I can. Oh man, there is a. Oh, is this it? Speaking of, is it fit or fill? No, I don't remember. No, I'm not gonna remember. I was on the side over here, I thought, but maybe not. That's okay. We can so there's a way in Riverside to play with like how your layout is, but I feel like I messed something up, but now I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what I did. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
On your end, because everything looks the same to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Perfect. Never mind. Okay. So I was typing in my name and then the dog was following my mouse, which is hilarious. So I low key love when products have whimsy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trello
Yep.
used to do this thing where like was it I feel like whenever you completed a task, it would like do like sparkles or something. Like there was something that it did and I can't remember exactly what it was. Let's see if I can get away with not putting in my phone number. Otherwise, I might pause and enter.
Yeah. That's fine.
Not that I Okay, it
Oh,
let me does the dog still follow me? No,
oh,
it doesn't. Okay. So
no.
it's not consistent, but that's okay. How did you hear about Homerun? This was from someone recommended it to me. I heard it from Dan at Uplisting. How many people work at your company? I'm gonna say like 2 to 10. Best describe my role. I always hate these types of questions because people like me, like I never fit any of these. Technically, I'm low key all of these. I'm not
Yep.
HR though, I can say that. But I'm technically an external recruiter, a founder, and a low key an in-house recruiter. Like I'm doing this for a client that I'm fractional CMO at. Um, I'm gonna say in-house recruiter. What do you currently use to manage your hiring? Absolutely nothing. Although actually no, we do like manual,
Yep. That second one's probably,
the most accurate.
yep.
Okay. I like that it is asking me questions and I can see how long it's going to be, which I appreciate. When do you expect to start hiring with Home Run? ASAP, basically. How many roles? It's just 1 to 3. Although to be fair, it's after the one. I don't know that we would use it again. Okay, this is pretty. Hoi.
Hoy.
What language is that? It's giving. This feels like. They're like. I feel like I do know what this is. I'm blanking
Dutch.
on it though. Oh, okay, Dutch.
Swiss. Uh,
That would make
Dutch and
sense.
Swiss German.
That would track the euros. Yeah, that tracks. Cute. That's really cute. Um,
Yeah.
I just had this idea that it would be also it would still this is still cute. I think it could be cuter if it knew that I was in the South and it said something else versus like if you're in the North. I don't know. Like I just feel like or like if you're in London versus other parts of the world, like you could customize this based on geo. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, I like this 14 days left in your trial. I like that it's not like bleeding red, that it's purple. It feels
Yep.
less invasive. This feels nice. Yeah, I mean, it looks great. What am I looking at? Okay. So this is for home run HR, which we don't care about yet because we want ATS. That seems like a better opportunity to tell me about ATS.
What'd you just
Um,
click?
I clicked the X. There's like a little X in the
Oh, okay.
top right corner. Just to kind of give us more space here. And it's saying I can create a new job. Oh, that is one thing about Home Run is you can create your own hiring portals, and it looks like you would build that through maybe some of these like templates. Continue with Nate Figgins, upcoming events, to dos, guides. I like this. This is
That's
nice.
nice.
Yeah. Okay, this just takes me to a guide. They care about design, which
Yeah.
thank God. Cuz like how many software companies these days? I mean, the heavily funded ones obviously like come out the gate with that, but I don't know home run situation, but when SaaS companies care about design, it just makes me so happy. Um very interesting. Okay, so this is kind of like all right, I got you. I guess in my mind I thought this was more like how to get started, but I still like what that is. Okay, we have a pop-up.
Mm-hmm.
Too soon, in my opinion.
It's funny because you just had a pop-up. Did you notice you X'd out of it
Oh, I
before?
did? Oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah, it's like
funny.
it was a pop-up for like, do you want to get more out of home run? And
Oh,
I couldn't read it because you literally
I like
X'd out
blitzed by
before.
it. That's really funny.
But it was like, join our community. You can learn something like that. And as
Okay.
you were talking, you just X'd out of it.
That's so I didn't even I mean, I remember that, but I don't remember Xing it out. That's hilarious. Okay. So welcome to Home Run. What are you most interested in learning about? I think
Which feels like this should have come before that other pop-up.
Definitely. Definitely. And then
Because we're trying to
also,
figure out how to get started here.
yeah, so like what are our needs? What we want to do is we want to create a job, link it to, I'm assuming this links to LinkedIn, and then we want to start getting candidates, and then we want to start like we want to manage the pipeline from there. What I don't know is what's the difference between creating a job post and setting up an application process? What does that mean?
Well, because that is, you had the job post, but then when people apply, I wonder if you can have people apply through Homerun.
Maybe that's what
And
it is.
that's because, and you probably have the ability to link to maybe to LinkedIn, and it's all getting piped in.
Yeah. How would I like to learn about these features? That's nice. I don't know if I'll watch the videos and checklists right now, but I am going to select it because I kind of low-key do want them to send it to me. Perfect. We're going to send over some useful videos to help you get started. I wonder if that segmented me into like an onboarding sequence that's hopefully unique and tailored. Okay, so if I were to just like click around and see what's what, it seems like okay, so oh, actually they have a sample job. Thank God, because the what is it called? The blank page effect is very real.
Yep.
I remember this. Oh, it does look like that. That's cute. I remember when we used this at uplisting. I used it very little, but I remember being very impressed with the experience. So okay, this is our workflow. What is the job post? I think okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can create like I'm assuming this is like a landing page.
Yeah, and that's what they're saying. Make it your brand.
Yep.
So to me, Homerun is built for in-house.
I see.
It feel right, like, or to me, this is in-house recruiting,
Yeah.
not like
Like
an agency.
right.
Or maybe it
Yeah.
can do that, but that, yeah, it would be different. What's
Right.
this is the apply form?
Yes. This is the apply form.
Yeah, so you can create your application,
Mhm.
custom questions.
So then if we were using like a LinkedIn, we probably would create the listing but have them apply through here. Like we would send them a link to this basically.
Yes,
Like
or
whatever
there
our
could be
landing page
some
is.
integration because LinkedIn has like an easy apply button.
Mhm.
And I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of times that integrates with ATS systems.
Yeah, let's check integrations real quick.
There you go.
Yep. LinkedIn limited listings. Provide LinkedIn with a feed of your public jobs. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, interesting. So it's a feed, but how does it get in? Ah, apply with LinkedIn. Okay. It's probably this. Allow candidates
Oh,
to
but then it looks like you would need to send that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. That might not that might not that actually might be okay. Hmm. That's interesting. The only way to know is obviously to like configure it and test it. But yeah, okay. So there's like the apply form. This is all like the integrations and like the back end stuff. Interesting. So then with the sample job, yeah, there's the job post. Looks like this is private. And then like, do you integrate this with anything? Share settings, job boards. So Homerun will share structured information about your jobs with these job boards. It can take up to 48 hours for changes to your job board to be processed by a job board. Um, there's no guarantee that your job will be visible on a job board. Interesting. They have Indeed. Okay. Okay, cool. So you can set the structured data.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like LinkedIn now has this rule about how ATS systems connect with the listings. Like that would be a free listing, not a paid.
Okay. I would hope. Yeah.
Unless there was some other type of integration.
Mm-hmm. Please set a location and the job details. Okay. Oh, I see. That's like a physical, like, or it could be physical. Got it. I mean, it's cute. I'll add you
It
after
is.
this.
It's
What I
clean.
Yeah, very clean. I think what you said though hit the nail on the head. It's more like for internal pipeline management than maybe like you're a recruiting firm and you are hiring for several roles across several clients and you're managing like I mean, this probably can handle like a pretty big volume, but this
Yeah,
seems more like you create your own little job portal that you publish on LinkedIn or other places and then you send them to like your little job portal and then they apply there.
right. And you want them to have a good brand experience. Like that's important.
Hmm.
Um,
Mhm.
I'm
Mhm.
guessing
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
would be an important thing for those buyers. Um, Also, because to me, something like the workflow of it is important, but that's kind of the agency side thinking.
Mhm.
But I'm sure there's like nothing's jumping out to me about like the process of how an applicant comes in and you have to like review and then decide, do you want to talk to them? Do you like almost how a CRM would operate?
Yeah. So,
But I'm
I think
sure, oh, here we go.
yeah.
But I wonder how you like, are you creating workflows in the back end that then,
Mhm.
or does it, oh, okay, then you have a little review to the right. I'm just noticing that.
Mhm. Yeah, I remember this actually. I remember looking at individual profiles. I didn't have access to the full back end of Homerun when I used it last time, but I do remember like uh you I believe you can set up your own stages and you can ask for certain deliverables throughout that process and it will take candidates through everything automatically to
Mm,
my understanding. And then like you would go in and like you'd review their deliverables and then you would like give them ratings and then but I think like this is more internal. They don't see this, but like me and Vince and Stoyman and everybody else would like leave our thoughts about each candidate on the back
yep,
end. And it was also like a really easy way to like with a remote team, you could just kind of get like everybody on the same page about everyone that you've talked to, which I thought was really cool. That's part of why I remembered. I was like, what was that product that we used again?
yeah.
Um, I It's interesting. Would we use this for our client? I guess
I
it depends on how involved they want to be in the process.
Yeah, from the operational side, I think a few things, and maybe this home run does it, but would be like how easy or yeah, how easy is there a way to schedule interviews
Mhm.
or a way to connect calendars, or do you have to bring in a separate something separate?
Mhm. Mhm.
Um, is there like AI support to help
Yeah.
screen?
Great question. I don't see usually whenever companies or products add AI, they usually like call it out like use our AI. But I
Yeah.
don't see if they
Oh, and there's some
do,
templates. Okay, so now you can, yeah. So that's some of the workflow stuff.
you got to upgrade to use this feature. Oh, is this am I what plan am I on? Trial plan. I'm on a free trial. You have unlimited jobs and access to most of Home Run's features. Okay, this is actually very smart. This is smart.
Yep.
The reason why is because usually platforms like this, they get inundated with a lot of spam, and by locking down emailing, that actually makes a lot of sense. So you're on the free trial. You can't actually test all of it because maybe you're a robot, but
Yep.
that actually I like that a lot. I think when companies try to do the like verification thing, I think that it's another step.
Yeah.
But I actually appreciate that. Yeah, so we have one job, and it's our sample job. We've got 14 days left on our trial. 0 employee seats. 0 out of 100 candidates. Okay. Did I see that on the page?
So I don't remember seeing that.
What? Okay. So we're because like for this role, we're probably gonna get 1,000.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's interesting. Okay. So that actually might be a deterrent. Although I did get feedback today from the client that we might be restricted to only hiring in Minnesota if it's a full time employee. If it's a contractor, then we can look wherever we want in the world. But if it's a full time employee, it's going to have to be through Minnesota. And that's because I think of like a tax credit requirement. So I thought that was interesting
Okay.
because that what that would mean is I'm going to assume that our candidate pool is much smaller, which this might still work for that. But I think, yeah, I don't know.
100 feels low. Can you scroll down so
100 does feel low.
the check marks there?
So this is what I was looking for on the pricing page, and I feel like this is what I would have wanted to see instead. It doesn't say candidates. That's interesting.
Mm.
So do you just hit?
Oh, I see it. Unlimited
Oh,
candidates for starter. For
oh,
It's funny.
okay,
So you get all of those for all of them
okay,
once you
okay,
put your credit card in. So you could use this free trial to do a test, live test. They just don't
okay.
want you to, because 100 seems so low, but that's
It does
why,
seem
because they don't really want you to recruit on the free trial.
okay, okay, okay. I'm so glad. Okay, that makes more
Yeah.
sense.
Yep.
I wish. I kind of I wish that would have been specified here. I saw 100 candidates and I was like, "What? Girl, no." But unlimited. Okay, that makes me feel better. Okay. So basically like, yeah, if we upgraded, and then they don't have the toggle here for annual. Not that we would buy annual, monthly would make more sense for us, but okay. So now, you know what I feel like is missing? Like the one thing from this experience that's missing, and it might be in the emails, which I should check. But I'm missing a video actually. I
I was thinking the same thing.
kind of wish like instead of those pop-ups asking me about like what I want to do, I almost kind of wish it just was like a site takeover. And some of my favorite overlays with onboarding in particular is just like a 3 slide onboarding like overlay, which is like, step one is this, step two is this, and step three is this, because it's an ATS. So there's like the top 3 things for me to do probably is to create my job, create my career page or whatever, and then to integrate into whatever systems I'm using. And that is probably like, those are probably like the top 3 things. And then giving me a sense for like, what are the things that I need to most know about Homerun, that maybe a video could cover, and then I can just kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I got you. um Although I will say, despite that, this is still very navigable. Like I don't feel like we're obviously still gonna have to play with this. I think I'm just more curious about how does this work with LinkedIn. And I
Mm-hmm.
think the way that I'm thinking about it is it probably is just like when you create that LinkedIn post, you just give them the actual URL to apply to. When they apply, it looks like they can apply with the apply button through LinkedIn, but then they would. I just don't know like what does that look like, and maybe that's what the video could like kind of gloss. I don't want to say gloss over, but like very quickly highlight visually. So that's the part that I don't know how that's going to work. But once we figure that out, that'll probably tell us like, do we use this or not? Um, but I don't know. We might. I don't want to say we'd be better off with just using LinkedIn. And I think because like the person that we're hiring would need feedback. Like there are many stakeholders. I think Home Run seems like it's designed for having many internal stakeholders on the same pool of candidates.
Yep.
So maybe something like this actually does make more sense because we could literally just like, for what I remember about Home Run being so awesome is you could literally just like create like a link that like our CTO could just click and then see the candidates that we've kind of selected and then kind of go from there, and they don't have to log into anything. They can just from what I remember, it was a very it's a very shareable experience. It's
Yep.
not like LinkedIn does kind of suck on its own because it doesn't have that part, which and now you're tossing back resumes back and forth, and it's like, did you
Yep.
look at that person? So I could see this still being valuable for that, and it's pricing wise for what we need it for. It really wouldn't be like a big expenditure.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay, cool. Was there anything else that we wanted to look at while we were here?
I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, it's very well designed.
Yeah, it's easy to poke around.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not overwhelming.
Hmm. I feel like too, if I remember correctly, like you could actually have candidates like submit, um, and that's for the video call link. I feel like you could have them submit like materials, like as they progress through the process, they could.
Yeah, that's where I'm curious. How do you set that up? Like your workflow?
Yeah. Okay. So let's go to settings. I'm going to assume it's here. Hiring process. Yep.
Oh, there we go.
Um, this is also very well labeled. I will say that. Like
Yeah.
the product architecture and naming taxonomy is actually very, very good. Like I don't have to, I'm kind of like, I think it's this, and it just is that. Um, so if I click this, oh, that's the name. Oh, okay. That I got confused by that. So you can rearrange the stages, but then what happens in them? How do I fix that?
What's the
You could
three buttons?
the
The three
three
dots, I mean.
buttons. When I
Oh,
hover over them, it just
yeah.
kind of turns into that. Which that is a UX thing because when I see those three dots, I think I can click that,
Yeah.
but maybe it's okay that it just kind of does that. So maybe it's event templates. Oh, these are the actual. Okay, so these are the actual like calls. Actually, this would be very. I mean, assuming that we could like connect it to your account, Kim, like on the Google Calendar side, this actually might be perfect
Hmm.
because it would just be. It's kind of like a meeting link, is what I'm assuming. Oh, it's a. Oh, I see. I see. I see. It's not a meeting link, but it is a. Although maybe it could be because it's got video call in here. But it is. Okay. This is like a template to send to have someone book a call.
Right. Or this is what, yeah, this is what this is going to be about.
Hmm.
I don't think they can book.
Hmm. Add candidates directly to Homerun. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's cute. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it looks like you can change the names of the stages, but I'm not sure about.
Yeah. I think other ATS systems I've seen that things that are a little more robust is that part, but that's probably built more for an agency type
Yeah.
as opposed to in house and here are the roles and we know our hiring process.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um, and we just need people to collaborate and be in one place.
Yeah, and probably also like very easy integration like into your schedule.
Hmm.
Okay.
And not have to, yeah, write up those emails. Once you want to interview with someone, you could just, it's automatically sending them the information.
Hmm. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Um. So maybe it doesn't do that part, or at least I could have sworn that when we hired our product marketer, that she was able to like upload materials. Like it was a step that was like defined, and that in that step it was you need to upload like a presentation or whatever. Like we had like parameters. I thought that was configurable through this, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. It also could very well be that we just need to upgrade. Like it could just be that. But I
Hmm.
feel like they would at least show it to me and then be like, wah, wah, upgrade to use this, which would be valid. Like I'd be like, yep,
Hmm.
makes sense. Probably not to test it though, but yeah, I get it. Okay. All right. Anything else that we want to look at? Obviously, we're still going to play with this,
Yeah. No,
but
that was fun. I like this because we do UX interviews. And I just felt like we were now the like
we're
we
the
were just given
subject.
a UX interview.
We're the
That was kind of
subject.
fun because usually we're on the other side.
I I do this like I said, I sign up for products all the time and I never sometimes I remember to do a Loom video, but I'm kind of thinking like I should just live stream because then it'll be like a bank, it'll be a record, but it's also ways to like gather thoughts that I have, and I don't know, maybe
Yeah.
it's helpful for
And
people to
it
see.
doesn't mean we're right or smart or on the it just it's our experience though.
Literally.
It, it
And I would consider myself to be extremely tech savvy. So if I'm confused, there are people much less tech savvy than me who are also confused.
right. Right.
But overall, I mean, gorgeous product.
Yeah. Well
I
done.
can definitely see who this would be for. And I think we probably could use it. But yeah, we just got to think about like what do we really need out of this process? Because I think Home Run could be a good fit. We might need a few more features on the ATS side though, and it doesn't look like there's much AI going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, Not that I can see. Like I said, I feel like whenever products add AI, it's like a obnoxiously like we've added AI.
Mhm.
Here's what to do and here's how to use it. But maybe that's coming on the Home Run side. Maybe not.
Yeah.
We'll see. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna stop sharing screen. And oh, I gotta bring my mouse over here. Anything else for us to chat about today? Did we cover the thing?
I think
We
so. That
we
was
tested
fun.
live
We did the
streaming.
live stream.
We did. We didn't die.
We survived.
We survived. Cool. Well, yeah. Thank you so much for joining me. And for anyone else who watched, also thanks for joining us as we went through Home Run. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
All right.
All right. See you later.
Bye, y'all.